Can you believe they wanted me to say my name on the way in here? Well, okay. Are you ready? I'm Bodie fucking Montrose! You guys are crazy. What even is a Bodie Montrose? I don't know. What even is this? Are we really here? What day is it? I feel like I'm in a Beatles song or something. Like, I am the waters. I am me as he is me. I'm John Lennon. Where's Cameron Diaz? She wants me bad. Just kidding. Hey, where's Brittany? Hey, Brittany, do you want my jacket? Here, have my jacket. That's why no one will work with me. I'm the guy that gives people jackets. Not for the reasons you keep reading about. Hey, you guys are crazy. You're crazy. You guys are fucking crazy!
In 1997, there was one name that lit up the gossip columns of the Hollywood elite like no other. I was 25 when I moved to LA, so, pretty much a child. I come from a small town, mom, dad, birthday parties, the usual stuff. I was not prepared for what life had in store. All I ever wanted to do was be a model. And when I got to LA and got with an agency, all anyone was talking about was Skip Chambers. It's like, that was the one name that was going around. Skip Chambers. You gotta meet Skip Chambers. It's like, not meeting Skip Chambers was not an option. It's just what you did. I mean, as soon as you're with an agency, it's like, well, what celebrities do you know? That was the norm, right? That's just the way things worked. And I mean, it's pretty surreal now hearing myself say that, but you really have to think back to 1997. I mean, it was a different world. They say the past is a different animal, and it lives in a different country, and it really was. I mean, you did not say no to Skip Chambers. You just didn't. It's just, if he wanted something, you did it, and there was just no question. And when I look back now, I'm sorry. It's quite difficult because I have children now, and I just pray and hope that no one ever treats them the way that Skip Chambers treated us, because he was protected by an entire industry. And I'm not the only one. This documentary is about Bodie Montrose, not Skip Chambers. When you first move to LA to be an actress, model, and meet Bodie Montrose, you just have no idea the devils and the demons that are going to be waiting for you when you step off that plane. You just have no idea. I'm from a small town, mom, dad, Society for the Prevention of Pencils, and I just was not prepared for what eventually was going to happen. I mean, it's very easy now with rose-tinted retro spectacles to look back and say, you should have known. But I mean, even my girlfriend the other day, she was saying, even his name, Bodie Montrose, it literally sounds like Body Monstrous. And I was like, oh my God. I mean, God literally puts the clues there for you, for the taking. And if you don't take them, you are literally dancing with the devil. Have you met with one of Bodie's victims? I explained that I'm from England, where we don't have any celebrity predators or any history of predation whatsoever. So I asked her if she would mind me retaining this rather patronising, superior and earnest tone of voice throughout the documentary. She said that was fine. First few times, I was invited over to his house. It was just such a weird atmosphere. Like, you just knew something horrible was going to happen. And he could change, just like a blink of an eye. He would just change. And the third time I went over to his house, I was really starting to think, I don't want to be here. And then the fifth time I went over, I thought, this is getting really weird. But the pressure was just incredible. And, you know, you felt the pressure from everywhere. Like, he just always got what he wanted. And the 50th time I went over to his house, it was like, I really do not want to be here. And then the 100th time I went over to his house, it was like, what is going on? Like, everybody knew. And I just don't know why it was allowed to continue. And then the 200th time I went over to his house, it was like, this is getting really creepy. And I did not feel comfortable at all. And the 2000th time I went over to his house, it was like, it was getting weird. Weirder still. Like, I thought it had got as weird as it can get, but it was just so weird. I just didn't understand what was going on. And then the 5,000th time I went over to his house, it was for the after party of the movie he just made, which was the Epic of Gilgamesh. And, you know, everybody had to be there. And I was like, I don't want to go. And everyone was like, you got to go. So I guess I just went there. And, you know, it's easy to look back now. And, you know, it's like 2020 retrospective vision or something. Like, it's easy to see now what was going on. And he was hiding in plain sight. He was wearing his mask right there on his face. Thank you for sharing. I've been listening very intently. And while you've been talking, one thought has been drifting round and around and around my brain. And that thought is best summed up thusly. In Spinoza's ethics, human bondage, servitus, stems from living under the sway of inadequate ideas, mutilated, confused perceptions generated by external affections, rather than the internal light of reason or intuitive knowledge. When a society fetishizes the celebrity actor, a vessel performing an artificially constructed narrative, it mistranslates genuine potentia, the inherent power of a body and a mind to act, express, and understand God, nature. By worshipping celebrity, the individual's conatus, the innate striving to persist in being, is hijacked. Simone Weil posits that human existence oscillates between two fundamental forces, gravity and grace. Gravity is the natural mechanism of force, ego, prestige, and social mechanics, what Plato called the great beast. Without decreating the ego to cultivate raw attention toward truth and suffering, society remains bound to the mechanical necessity of pesanteur, perpetually regenerating the violence and crises it refuses to contemplate. We ourselves, in continuously producing these documentaries without interrogating our collective fetishization of celebrity culture, where the apex of human desires merely meeting an act of CGI-laden, aesthetically sanitized, artistically bereft Hollywood travesty, and the cheap we inevitably condemn ourselves to the endless repetition of these exact subtle ontological violence crises.
They strip the victim's suffering of its grave ethical weight, reducing horrific assault to a high suspense, grief-peddling narrative consumable for passive audience gratification. While apologists assert that this public spectacle empowers victims by encouraging solidarity and reporting, such a claim mistakes hyper-real sensationalism for genuine civic discourse. In truth, by processing deep human trauma into episodic bingeable content, the culture industry induces an insidious abuse fatigue. It desensitizes the collective psyche, transforming profound moral horror into a mere aesthetic background noise. Without decreating the ego to cultivate raw attention toward truth and suffering, society remains bound to the mechanical necessity of perpetually regenerating the violence and crises it refuses to contemplate. The CGI-laden Hollywood spectacle remains an artificial hallucinogen crafted to keep the primate mind tranquilized within a controlled reality tunnel, where the celebrity functions as an earthly archon, demanding energetic tribute, attention, libido, capital, while offering no substance in return. And when we continuously produce these documentaries without interrogating our collective brainwashed fetishization of celebrity culture, where the apex of human desire is meeting an actor from a CGI-laden, aesthetically sanitized, artistically bereft Hollywood trap.
I'm the replacement documentary maker, and I'm going to continue acting as if an imbecilic, starstruck preoccupation with celebrity, fame and status is not something worthy of at least a partial investigation.
I'm Dr. Elizabeth Brain Doctor, and I'm a clinical psychologist with a specialty in narcissistic personality disorder. I'm from Chicago. When we talk about the ego of Bodie Montrose, we have to talk about the landscape first, the area in which a Bodie Montrose was allowed to flourish. If we go back to 1997, which was only 3 decades ago, we may as well go back to 1997. And even though 1997 was only 3 decades ago, as far as cultural and social awareness go, it may as well have been 30 years ago. Time really does fly.
Weary eyes awake because of all the reading that does. In 1997, Bodie Montrose's star was definitely on the ascendant. His thumb was in the pie, and his cow jumped over the moon. But who really was the man behind the cowboy hat, the expensive leather jacket, and the treble clef tattoo? My name's Shannon. Shannon Hannon. And I was a member of the girl band Shenanigans with the other 2 Shannons from 96 to 99. It was around about September 98. I got word that Bodie Montrose was a big fan of the band. I was like, who's Bodie Montrose? And I was assured that he was some big shot actor over there in Hollywood, and I was like, well, that's a bit odd. And it was like, oh well, whatever, sure. And then I got word again that he wanted to meet. And I was living in London at the time, and he was over in London in talks about a film he was going to be in about David Koresh. So I said, why would they be making a film about David Koresh in London? And everyone was like, oh, shut up, Shannon. You always babble. Why don't you, don't the veil and be your kind. Sit down, shut up. He was very excited about the film. He was talking a lot about the film. And he said there was a role in the film that he thought I would be perfect for as, one of the girls in the cult, like a cult member. And it would involve a lot of nudity and, a lot of sex scenes. And then he suggested that we go upstairs and, go to his room and rehearse, basically. And he was like, yeah, you'll have to do this, and this. And it must be extremely traumatizing. Well, re-traumatizing for you to have to listen to all this. How are you coping? I didn't go up to his room. I got the 87 bus back home about 6:30. I wanted to watch EastEnders at the time. I was big into the storyline. Grant was sleeping with Tiffany's mother, I think. So it's not very traumatizing at all, to be honest. So you came this close to the devil himself, Bodie Montrose, and you managed to escape. What are you thinking, Shannon Hannon? What are you thinking? How do you deal with it? And you read all the tabloid stories. How do you deal with that now? What are you thinking, Shannon Hannon? What are you thinking? How do you deal with it? What are the memories like? What do you think when you remember back to that day? Back to that day? Back to that day in 1998? What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Shannon Hannon? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? How do you deal with it, Shannon? How do you deal with it, Shannon Hannon? When you think back, one is that I didn't end up having to have sex with a big Egypt with ridiculous teeth. I mean, the ones we call them turkey teeth now, but we didn't have a word for it back then. And the second thing is, I suppose I didn't end up being immortalized in what was without a doubt one of the stupidest films ever made in the history of film. I mean, I think it was Pauline Kael who said, it's less a motion picture and more 2 hours of an intravenous drip of liquid shite. I mean,
a film so suffocating that it treats the audience as not just an afterthought, but as an active threat to its profit margin. I mean, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Yeah, Bodie, Montrose, and I hung out, I guess. I guess I hooked him up with a lot of girls inadvertently. I mean, that would happen because a lot of girls would be like, oh, I can't talk to Bodie Montrose. Let me talk to his fat, stupid, not famous friend. So, I guess that's what happened there. I don't feel bad because AA teaches you, grant me the ability to make significance where I can and to not change what I can, because I can't. If I had a time machine, and I wish I did, I would do one of two things. A, I would not have anything to do with Bodie Montrose ever. I would make sure I never even heard his name existed. And two, I would write myself a letter. And in that letter I would say, when you're doing the Bodie Montrose documentary, don't feel pressured to feel bad, because you didn't have a time machine, so you couldn't change anything. You didn't have a time machine, so you couldn't change anything. Hey, Bodie! Yeah, she's a minor. A minor problem for you if you get caught. You
People these days jolly
so
well
you couldn't
pull
change
those
anything.
Curated vulnerability, sharing more personal history solely for social career leverage, trauma as currency, the idea that suffering grants immediate moral authority, instrumentalized lived experience, using one's background as an
Well, it's
unchallengeable
supposed to be
shield,
discordant.
therapeutic discourse,
I think people
therapeutic
need a
language,
history lesson. It's supposed to be discordant, isn't it?
catharsis mining, extracting emotional disclosures for engagement with audience
You didn't have a time machine,
Brilliant.
so you couldn't change anything.
Commodified intersectionality, reducing complex systemic notes, brand disruption, social media attacks, selective sisterhood, offering unconditional feminist solidarity, only to share the exact identity laundering, traumatic extraction, sanitized activism.
Well, people these days should jolly well pull their socks up. I mean, in my day, it's supposed to be discordant.
Dead,
Supposed to be discordant, isn't it?
You're a revolutionary from the risk
fuck are
taking
you?
your very uncurated day's events.
bitch boy?
You're railing in your own
Who the
way.
fuck are
against the
you?
blue and white
I put a chip in a pig's brain.
Tyranny
I'm
can't be
Elon Musk. You can program rock to like roast your worst enemy, and it will get more savage and savage. It's so funny.
Nurse Ratchet with a horrified sacred doctrine and a big birthday blower. It doesn't come in the medicated regulation of your mood, the surveillance of your injected face or green space neighborhood, the geolocation of the thoughts inside your neuro-optimized head, the marketing essay with a picture of your grandma in her photogenic deathbed. Tyranny is buried safely in a dusty old tomb. If it were coming, we'd see it coming. We'd have felt it in our collective lives and worldly womb.
I bet
We'd
you
see it
think
soon.
fascism would come as an optimized green health drink fortified with targeted mineral blends, trace electrolytes and zero sugar to regulate your daily hydration, mood and moral baseline, packaged alongside algorithmic platforms engineered specifically to monetize, showcase and gently create your most unique personality quirks. Or maybe you did.
Because you didn't have a time machine, so you couldn't change anything.
In 1999, you signed a statement, along with 546 other women, that Bodie Montrose had never behaved with any illegality toward you, and that in fact he was the most charitable person you've ever met, that you bore him no ill will whatsoever, that he was one of the kindest, most gentlest human beings you'd ever met, and that if you ever contradicted this in a future documentary, that should be immediately discounted as you would be either lying or have gone mad. And that also, if you ever are confronted with that and then question that, or say that, no, you were lying or mad when you made the statement, that should also be discounted. And if you're confronted with that fact that's in the statement, and you say that you didn't mean that at the time, that should be discounted. So the statement kind of covers all possible bases and all possible outcomes. Why did you make that statement? It's hard now, looking back and in retrospect, to even
have the words to explain. Like, I don't even think I don't think the words have been invented to portray what it was like back then. Like, if you were in a room with him, like when he was filming the Epic of Gilgamesh, that's when he was at his peak kind of demonic possession, and that those are the only words I can find to describe what it was like. Like, his eyes would just go black, and you just did not say no to him. And I said, I don't want to sign this statement. Like, what even is this? I don't want to sign it. And immediately, like, well, everyone else is signing it. Why don't you just sign it? And I mean, you know, a lot of celebrities were signing it. Like, you would go to parties and see the people that were also signing it, and like, you didn't want to be the only one that wasn't signing it. So, and it was Bodie Montrose, and especially at that time, he was like at the peak of his career, and you just did not say no to him. Like, you just did not say no to Bodie Montrose. Like, it was just the way that it was.
30 years later, and no arrests have been made. Bodie Montrose appears to be flying high. He has never been the subject of a police investigation. He has never appeared in court. He's never even had a full police report filed against him, which begs the question, what exactly are these documentaries for? Why do you think it is that Bodie Montrose has never paid the price for his actions?
I think that question is probably best answered with a famous proverb. The devil always hides his hind legs in hindsight. And I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't think about those words.
Sometimes the devil wears his face in another way. Sometimes you live 10,000 nights in a single day. Oh, I can't understand why I can't become unblind. Oh, why must the world and life and God and life be so unkind? Too much of everything, sadness, oceans. Nine lives mean nothing to me because I'm not a cat. Oh, find a way to find a way. Oh, find a way. I'll find a way to find a way.
Coming up next on BBC, Homes Under the Hammer, followed by a double dose of comedy. Elliot wears a bear costume to try to trick Ed, but Holly isn't falling for it.
Oh, no, the darkness looks like day, and the daylight turns to dust, and the ocean turns to rust. Oh, don't look before you leap. Oh, just stay right there in your Shakespeare chair. Oh, I can't see why can't I be your blind? Oh.
And if you're still up after that, why not join Alan Carr and Judi Dench on their Great British Baking History lessons on board a bread-making castle on a ship?
Oh, Lord, oh, can't be my eyes. Oh, the pain,
And if you enjoyed the Bodie Montrose story, join us next Saturday for the Arthur Pennyfeather story, where Music Hall became Music Hall of Horror.
Down Virginia kids on the lawn, Mrs. Jenkins, who was playing unfortunately. Great to be here. It's great to see so many of you. Oh yeah. I saw a man in a small ticking box. He was made out of wallpaper, piss, stains and rocks. And he said he could teach people how to succeed if they gouge out their eyeballs and make their brain bleed. And then I saw a woman, and she's just as bad, and her eyes are the backspace key on her keypad. And she says he's a horse, and he says she's a goat, and they both live online, and the line is round their throats, and you both look like you're rich to me. And you both look like liars to me. I've been having some problems with my brain, but it's okay. The goat is going to help me. The goat is going to help me. We just have to synchronize our a bitch boy, and he was some clown, and he wrote a long essay about things he never done, and he clicked on a page, and he flicked on his screen, and he smashed in his brains with a can of baked beans. And then I saw a woman, and she says we're the same, and if we stick together, then justice will reign. But she eats gold and silver, and she goes to Peru, and she spent 50 quid on a bottle of shampoo. And you both seem like aliens to me, and you both sound like bullshit to me. I saw a man in a small ticking box. He was made out of wallpaper, piss stains and rocks. And he said he would teach people how to succeed if they gouge out their eyeballs and make their brain bleed. And I saw a woman, and she's just as bad, and her eyes are the backspace key on her keypad. And she says he's a horse, and she says he's a goat, and they both live online, and the lines round the throat. And you both look like you're rich to me, and you both look like a couple of punks to me. You both look like you're rich to me, and you both look like liars to me. I've been having some problems with my brain, but it's okay. The goat is going to help me. The goat is going to help me. We just have to synchronize our watches. Oh yeah. It's great to see so many of you. Haha. Say yeah. I saw a man in a small ticking box. He was made out of wallpaper, piss, stains and rocks. And he said he could teach people how to succeed. They gouge out their eyeballs and make their brain bleed. And I saw a woman, and she's just as bad, and her eyes are the backspace key on a keypad. And she says he's a horse, and he says she's a goat, and they both live online, and the lines round their throats. And you both look like you are rich to me, and you both look like liars to me.
he's a horse, and they both live online, they live online of course, and you both look like you are rich to me, and you both look like a couple of cunts to me.
I've been having some problems with my brain, but it's okay. The goat is going to help me. The goat is going to help me. We just have to synchronize our watches.
I saw a man in a small ticking box. He was made out of wallpaper, piss, stains and rocks, and he said he could teach people how to succeed. They gouged out their eyeballs